Welcome back. You're watching Startup Central with me, Naitara Rai. This is the only show of its kind on Indian television dedicated to innovation, technology, disruption, entrepreneurship. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we love your emails. We love constructive criticism. Tell us how to improve the show, take it to the next level. If you don't tell us, who's going to tell us? Our email address, suc@etnow.tv. I'll repeat that, suc@etnow.tv. This is an episode that we're dedicating to how technology, how startups, entrepreneurs are joining hands with only one mission in mind, which is to beat coronavirus. And what we've really seen is crowdfunding not come of age, but being utilized. It had already come of age, but crowdfunding being used as a big tool. One of such platforms is Milaap. Milaap has raised nearly 150 crore rupees since the outbreak of coronavirus for medical relief. In the last 10 odd days, that is, since the second wave of coronavirus, it has raised 40 crore rupees. It is working very closely with organizations like Swasth as well as ACT grants to deploy all the medical relief, distribute oxygen concentrators, all of that. It has also come out with some very interesting brand partnerships. One such is, for example, with CRED, where it has tied up with CRED so that those with CRED coins, that's the loyalty points when they make payments, can be used to buy oxygen concentrators. Mayuk from Milaap, the big boss there, now joining us here live right here on Startup Central. In fact, let's speak more about these partnerships. You've got Swasth, you've got ACT grants, all of that, CRED as well. How have you done since the outbreak of the second wave of coronavirus? Are you seeing a difference in people when they want to donate, when they want to give out checks and, for the coronavirus? What kind of partnerships have you got?
Sure. So overall, we have raised about, I think we are kind of hovering around 150 crores. So only specifically for the second wave in the last few weeks, we would have been touching somewhere close to a 40 odd crores, given that 110 was done last time. And yes, we have partnered with CRED in order to bring in, take the messaging to many number of people where they have done an incredible job of reaching out as well as contributing to campaigns. We have a partnership going at this point of time with Amazon as well in order to raise money for the oxygen concentrators. On the other hand, while these organizations are on the side of fundraising and raising awareness amongst the public, which I believe is equally important, on the other side, we have organizations like ACT, SWAS, and many others, including individual hospitals, which are working on the solution or the area of deployment of oxygen concentrators. So at this point of time, if you look at it, we are forming a triage of immediate needs. So the immediate need and that we can solve with a quick turnaround time is procurement of concentrators, and that's where the entire focus is right now. So as we speak, the organizations we have done a little bit of a fundraising. Of course, the funding requirement is massive, but whatever fundraising has been done, about 40 odd crores that I mentioned for the second wave in all as of now in Milaap, a lot of focus is now on deploying it so that we can procure the oxygen concentrators and deploy them as we speak. The deployment is also happening in various hospitals or various COVID care centers across the country.
Okay, so Mayuk, can you tell me a little bit about this fantastic relief work that you guys are doing? Look at the sums that you've raised, 150 crores and 40 crores in the last 10 odd days. But what the public will also want to know, what those who are donating on your platform will want to know, how are you deploying the concentrators? How many have been imported so far? There's been this burning issue that our concentrators getting stuck at customs. The government has categorically denied that. What's your experience been?
So in terms of what we are doing in terms of the deployment is essentially partnering with organizations which are looking at the demand side of things. And that's where the incredible work of organizations like ACT or SWAST comes in the picture. Because while Milaap is the fundraising platform and we are kind of collecting the funds and then transferring it to them, the work of the identifying the need, where exactly it should be, and then the procurement as well as the distribution is kind of being managed at Swasth, and I believe some of their information is already publicly available. So overall, at this point of time, we are also a part of a bigger pool that these organizations are connecting, and they are raising money from various different sources. And I believe the overall pool at this point of time, as we speak, from their own numbers, is that the overall pool is somewhere close to about 310,000 oxygen concentrators is the target. And as we speak, let me just check the numbers here. Somewhere close to 20,000 have already been ordered and are in the process of, in somewhere along the lines where some of them have been deployed and some of them will be deployed very soon. But yes, we are talking of specifically related to the Swasth campaign. We are talking of a total requirement of about 310,000 oxygen concentrators. And that's one of the bigger pools that we are a part of in terms of the fundraising.
Mayur, the second wave, which some court, which the High Court has also said is not a wave, it's a tsunami, has been so deadly. The government's already talking about a third wave that seems so disastrous and unthinkable. Also, how much worse can things get? But are you noticing a difference between the first and second wave with people, the way they want to contribute? And also, the apprehension, is their money being put to good use? Can they track it? How do you update the donors?
Sure. Thanks for asking that question. So in terms of the contribution, again, as you mentioned, the front end or the main area where Milaap comes in the picture is to allow even an ordinary citizen, even somebody like us, to contribute whatever we can and then pull in those funds. And that's where crowdfunding plays its role. So yes, the ordinary citizens have been participating. They did participate last year in providing food relief or livelihood relief to those who were in need. And this time they are participating in huge numbers in order to provide relief to those who are in need of these medical devices. The contribution sizes for us vary from 100 rupees, and it goes all the way to lakhs of rupees, and some of the bigger organizations or funds are pulling in even to the tune of crores. So we see the entire spectrum. Of course, a large majority of the audience will be contributing in the range of 2,000 or 3,000 rupees. That's what the retail audience kind of tries to chip in with. In terms of tracking, we do believe that that's one of the most important areas and a crucial role that an organization like ours has to play. And which is also the reason why we partner with credible organizations, vet every disbursement that happens against purchase orders, get details of where exactly the deployment is happening. And as and when, we also have a lot of team members right now down with COVID, but as we start getting back to our capacity, start doing the calls and checks and balances with the hospitals which have received those orders in order to see that those are functioning. Because one thing we try to maintain, and if you go to any campaign on Milaap, you will see that being done repeatedly, is essentially providing regular updates on the campaign. So updates about procurement, updates about deployment, updates about how the hospitals are using it. Some of the cases, the hospitals themselves are the fundraisers. So they come and say that, hey, you know what, we have deployed so many concentrators and this is how it's helping us. So that is one of the key, crucial roles that we play. And it doesn't end just by us doing the verifications. It actually translates to providing an update in the public domain. So any campaign you pick up on Milaap, and in about 2 weeks' time, it will have about a couple of updates in regards to what the actual work that is being done.
Thanks a lot for being so candid. So that's how all of you tuning in can also make a difference. I know you're really busy, so we really appreciate you taking the time out from your schedule. We were very keen to just amplify the good work that CRED warriors like yourselves are doing.
Thank you very much. I think we are just contributing a drop in the ocean, and I believe you are also playing a super crucial role in taking this message to everyone. So yeah, together we shall get over this. All the best, take care and stay safe.